better give me that money.
Hey, dirty. Baby, I got your money, don't you worry. I said, hey, baby, I got your money. Hey, dirty. Baby, I got your money.
Welcome to Bet It, Bank It, Blow It, presented by Seize the Gap Fantasy Football. I am Jamie G. Esquire, the fifth master of that year-end special. And I'm here at Magnum Mills to place some bets and bank some bucks. Mills, you ready for a little Week 17 NFL action?
Yeah, baby. I'm here for that red light special. I am Magnum Mills. I am locked and loaded for Week 17, and you are currently locked into Bet It, Bank It, Blow It, presented by Seize the Gap Fantasy Football. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts and on YouTube. We're on social media at Seize the Gap FF. Do not forget it. And while you're at it, don't forget the flaps. Follow, like, and please subscribe. It's all we ask. It helps other people find our show and our channel. So if you make a couple bucks, or even if you make money betting against us, doesn't really matter to us as long as if you have fun, you click the thumb. That's all we're looking for.
Well, we always discuss our previous results before we move on to any new action. That said, Mills, how did we do last week? Did we make any money?
Jamie G, you were profitable. You turned a profit of 10 cricket coin, 10.19 in cricket coins. They most people $2. We deal in cricket coins. That is our show currency. So positive for you. I lost 15 cricket coins. So not great, Bob, there. On the season, I am down a little bit under 31 cricket coins. You are down a little bit over 19 cricket coins. So need to get our ass to Mars, so to speak, get that up there. We both missed our wagers of the week. Jamie G, you had 10 cricket coins on the Indianapolis Colts +1. Did not get there. And I had an alternate line. I had Green Bay at Carolina under 34.5, and they both almost scored 34 points. So not great, Bob, there. I did not see that coming. I will not lie to you. As far as our additional action, I had a little 3-leg parlay, didn't get there with Cleveland -2, Houston under 12.5, and Cleveland winning the race to 10. Houston screwed me on that one. I had another little parlay joint. I had Miami losing a fumble, Dallas -2.5, and Dallas winning the race to 15. Missed all the legs on that one. And finally, I had a long shot, 2-leg, single game parlay on Jamie G's Buffalo Bills game. I had Quentin Johnson scoring the last touchdown in garbage time, and Easton Stick over 0.5 interceptions. Neither of those came to fruition. Jamie G, you hit your first additional action wager. You had Tampa Bay -1 and Detroit -2.5. Wagered 3 cricket coins on that, took home 9.45 points. Congratulations. And you had a little money line parlay. You had the Los Angeles Rams money line parlayed with the Seattle Seahawks money line. And you put 5 cricket coins on that, took home 12.65 points. Congratulations. And you missed your final additional wager where you had Houston +2.5, the Green Bay money line, and the Arizona first quarter money line. Did not get there on the Houston and Arizona portions of that one. On tripod time, we took an over. Did not go great. We had the unders in the Washington at Jets game and the New England at Denver game. We had the alternate line totals there, or the alternate game totals, 32.5 points, and that Arizona first quarter money line. Those did not work out. We liked Arizona last week. That did not work out entirely. And then finally, we have our dollar and a dream results. I had a 10-leg parlay, and I missed 1 leg. It was a 10-leg single game parlay. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll see the various legs, but the only thing I missed was Jake Browning over 1.5 passing touchdowns. That would have paid out a cool plus 20,000. Jamie G, your dollar and a dream was a 6-leg parlay. You hit the first 2 legs with the Los Angeles Rams, Pittsburgh Steelers money lines. You pushed on Detroit -6, but you missed the final 3 legs, and that was the under 34.5 at New England at Denver, Seattle at Tennessee under 47, and Tampa Bay over 22.5 team points. And so you missed the final 3 legs. You did not get there on your 6th leg, but that wraps up our Week 16 results. So I think we can move forward.
Mills, thank you for that recap. Glad that I made a little bit of coin. Hopefully this week we both make some more. We lead off with our strong hand here. So it's time for our wagers of the week. Go ahead and set the table for us.
Not pretty simple. The lines we're going to be talking about are from the DraftKings Sportsbook, and they're accurate as of roughly 5 p.m. on Wednesday, December 27th, 2023. Jamie G, wager of the week, Week 17. Lay it on us.
Yeah, man. I'm going to do a nice little 2-leg money line parlay. Paid off for me last week. Let's hope it pays off again this week. I like this one. I'm taking Seattle money line and Tampa Bay money line, 2 home teams. Two teams got something to play for in the NFC. I like it. Combining those two gives me plus 168 odds. I'm going to go ahead and throw 5 cricket coins on it, baby. I got 5 on it.
All right. Got a little 2 money line parlay there. I like that. I am going to do a little 3-leg single game parlay here in the Baltimore at Miami game. I am going to take Baltimore on an alternate spread -6.5. That's plus 148. I'm going to take Baltimore to record a sack. Yes, I'm recording a sack. That's -2,000. And the Baltimore first half money line. That's -162. That pays out a total of plus 164. And I am going to put 10 cricket coins on it to bring home 18.48 coins. I'm thinking that Baltimore keeps it rolling here. Miami, not as much. Kind of a little bit of a letdown, which will be optimal for the Buffalo Bills.
I'm out of moves.
Come on, there's got to be something. We got to think big. We got to think.
Absolutely enormous. I mean, does he need special pants?
I swear to God, it looked at me.
Enough standing around on 2 legs. Let's drop number 3 for tripod time. We've collaborated on a 3-leg parlay that's going to give you maximum bang for your literal buck this week. Mills, show us what we're working with.
Yeah, I mean, we are Buck, and we're here to show you our luck. On the first leg, we have San Francisco being the first to score, plus San Francisco on the money line. That's -170. The second leg, we have the Atlanta at Chicago game race to 25 points. Neither team getting there. That's at -140. And finally, in the Saturday night game, we have Jamison Williams over 32.5 receiving yards. That's -115. So that overall parlay, 3-legger, pays out at plus 409. So if you bet $100 on it, you would bring home $509.02. Feeling it.
I like it, man. Well, let's play the Dr. Dre because it's time to let me ride.
Hell yeah.
This is something that we're starting this week that was inspired by our Survivor Leagues wrapping up. Mills, how does this bit work?
Pretty simple here. We're just going to start with, we'll call it 100 cricket coins. Every week, we all have to pick one wager, each of us, and wager everything on it, and we have to let it ride. The winner is the first one to get to 10,000 cricket coins, or the last person to miss a wager. So you miss it, you're out. We start it all over again. When somebody wins, we chalk it up 1 in the column. Keep going. We'll do this for a little bit here. See how it goes. JBG, what are you doing this week? What's your major wager here? You got to put 100 cricket coins on it. What is it?
Dude, I'm doubling down here. It makes me a little bit nervous just because I got a lot of action on this team, but I'm taking Tampa Bay money line. I think they get a win at home this week. I'm kind of pushing my chips in here. Give me Tampa Bay money line. It's -135. Let's stack some chips, stack some coin here.
Nice. Yeah, I don't think this is a time to get too aggressive. I am just going to take the under 41.5 points in the Pittsburgh at Seattle game. That's just your standard -110. I don't know that Mason Rudolph's going to get it done there. My big worry is that maybe that Seattle offense finally goes a little bit nuts here, but I trust that the Pittsburgh defense keeps it under control. I'm feeling pretty confident that one's going to be under 40. So got a little cushion there with the 1.5. I'm feeling it.
Well, before we move on, it's time for some additional action. We can make up to 3 additional wagers at a minimum of 1 cricket coin. Mills, give us a little action here, buddy. What else are you doing this week?
All right, just going to start out with a little 2-leg single game parlay in the Green Bay at Minnesota game. I'm going to put 2 cricket coins on this one, and it's got a Green Bay coming back. I have Minnesota being the halftime leader, but Green Bay ultimately winning the game, and Green Bay -2.5 on the alternate spread. That's plus 900, so 2 cricket coins to bring home 20. Like Jay-Z said one more time, I'm feeling it.
Love it, man. Love it. I got one that I'm excited about here, Mills. I got Chicago first quarter money line and the Houston Texans full game money line plus 158. I'm going to also throw 2 cricket coins on that bad boy.
All right, 2 at plus 158. That's becoming your thing, the first quarter money line. I like that. You got a little
I like it.
niche. All right, we're gonna mix it up, man. You know my teas. Teasers are generally not the best value, but have fun with them sometimes. And there's a couple of big favorites here that I was interested in, but not quite at those numbers. So we're just gonna do a little 3-team 6-point teaser where I tease the Bills down to -6, the 49ers down to -7.5, and the Eagles down to -5. That pays out +160. You're gonna put 3 cricket coins on it, so 3 to bring home 7.8 cricket coins. Any additional action for you? You got a number 2?
Oh, I got a number 2 and a 3. Y'all in luck this week. Found some good bets. Mills, I'm going to take the Giants with an alternative spread here of +8.5. And I'm going to take Cleveland -7.5. That gives me the juice, baby. That gives me +194. I'll also put 2 cricket coins down on that.
All right, man. I got one more for you. I am going to do a little 4-leg money line parlay. Give me the Tampa Bay money line -135, the Cleveland money line -345, the Baltimore money line -175, and the one upset here, the Las Vegas Raiders +154 on the money line. That pays out +796. So 3 cricket coins to bring home 26.88 cricket coins, almost 27. Once again, I'm feeling it. It's just my thing this week. I'm just feeling it. It must be the holidays. Jamie G, you said you had a third for us.
He's feeling it. Yeah, look, man, I do got a third here. I'm pretty excited about this one. I've got Tampa Bay -2.5 and the Chargers, the Los Angeles Chargers, first half money line. That gives me +358. Go ahead and put 2 additional cricket coins on that bad boy as well.
Right, dude. I like it. I like it. Definitely things are changing in Denver. That's for sure. It's going to be an interesting offseason. They keep winning the offseason, but the games, not so much.
Yeah, that's true. We've seen that time and time again. Speaking of time, it's time to combine 2 of our favorite guilty pleasures, 80s music and underdogs with Paula's picks. Mills, you will be playing the role of MC Scat Cat. Please tell us how this works. Then tell us.
I guess it's Paula Abdul, not Paula Dean, because if it was Paula Dean, it would just be we just add butter. That's always the secret. You just keep adding
Pound of
butter.
butter.
I mean, you can't really go wrong with it. If a pound of butter doesn't work, try 2 pounds. This is pretty simple here. We're each just going to give our 3 favorite underdog money line picks for the week, and we get points based off the money line. So you get a point per point, basically. So if you pick an underdog at +150 and they win, you get 150 points. You pick an underdog +500, they win, you get 500 points. They lose, you get 0. That's it. Whoever has the most points at the end of the wild card round wins. So just doing a little quick kind of 3-week sprint here. Should be a good time. Jamie G, give me your 3. Paula's picks. Straight up. Now tell me.
Straight up, now tell me, baby. First up, I got the Vegas Raiders, the money line +154. Next up, I got the Miami Dolphins money line +145. And last but not least, I've got the Giants money line +180.
Just the Rams. All right, all right. I see what you're putting down there. I have one that's shared with you, but I'll say that till last. I'm going to start off with a team that I'm fading in Survivor contest this week. That's the Jacksonville Jaguars. Give me the Carolina Panthers to upset them +230 on the money line as they travel to Jacksonville. Second dog is the Detroit Lions going to Dallas to face the Cowboys, who are scary at home. They're +195. I don't know, man. I think maybe, Dan Campbell, then they bite their bloody knees off. Whatever it takes. Would not surprise me to see the Cowboys finally fall at Jerry World. And then finally, going to do it Mason Second Elm style, double up with you. Give me the Raiders +154 at the Colts. I love you, Minshew, but I think you've just kind of hit that point in the season where you get diminishing returns at this point. So it was a nice little run, Colts. You might even win the division if the Jaguars fall apart, but I think the Raiders are playing hard for Antonio Pierce and hoping he's going to be the coach for them next year.
Totally agree with that. We're going to close out this episode with our dollar and a dream wagers. These aren't necessarily lottery odds, but this is better investment of your dollar than any scratch off ticket is. I can guarantee that. Mills, show us how it's done.
Oh, I was so close last week. I'm going to go with an 8-legger this week. This is a single game parlay on the Detroit at Dallas game. And I have 2 anytime touchdown scorers, CeeDee Lamb and Jahmyr Gibbs. I have the game total over 55 points. Dallas being the last team to score. Yes, there will be a touchdown scored in every quarter. Detroit winning the race to 10 points, Dallas winning by a margin of 1 to 6 points, and Detroit being the leader of the game at halftime, and Dallas ultimately winning the game. That pays out an even plus 10,000. So if you bet $1, you bring home $101. Nice way to maybe start your bankroll off of just $1. Jamie G, give me your dollar in a dream wager, week 17.
I'll tell you what, Mills, this week we do not have arachnophobia because I also got an 8-legger. I'm talking about an 8-leg parlay. Let me give it to you. Hear me out. Vegas Raiders plus 3.5. Arizona first quarter plus 3.5. Kansas City -7. Jets Browns over 35. Detroit +6. Miami plus 3.5. Tennessee first half money line, and the Chargers money line. This gives us plus 28,609. $1 will get you $287.09. Not a bad day at the office.
Wow, very impressive. And is that the Chargers money line for the game?
It is.
Just checking, because you like to sneak in your quarters and your halfsies there. So
I
I like it there. You had a quarter money line, a half money line, and a game money line. So you've covered all the bases. Very good.
Thank you.
It's a fun one, dude.
Speaking of covering bases, I think that does it for week 17. Anything else before we get out of here?
Don't bet on New Year's Eve. I know there could be a lot of degen bets about random New Year's Eve type of stuff, and yeah, I don't know whatever happens with Mariah Carey or whatever Ryan Seacrest, or just don't bet on it. Stick to the NFL. There's plenty of NFL on New Year's Eve.
There is. I was thinking about doing a 10 lock parlay for 10 songs that you can guarantee Fish will play on New Year's Eve at Madison Square Garden, but I can't do it because there's over 400 available, and I just won't go down that road.
I want to see the bookie in the Fish parking lot. Is it like Running Man? They pull up a big van and with a big chalkboard on the side, and they're erasing the odds as people make the. That's how I would imagine it. It's got to be lo-fi. If there's really a Fish bookie, I feel that they're not online at all or anything. Cash only bets at the chalkboard. It's got to be a dude who very specifically lives in a Scooby-Doo van, maybe an old Volkswagen van, what have you. Very specific image of what a Fish bookie.
They're in the lot. They're in the lot. They're right next to the grilled cheese people, split open and melt. And that's where you go to place your bets. All things aside here, thank you guys for checking us out. We appreciate you following us on Bet It, Bank It, Blow It. We are Seize the Gap Fantasy Football. We do seize the gap. We love the action. We hope that you do too. We hope that we can help you make a couple of bucks as the NFL season winds down. Mills, remind everybody where they can find us.
Yeah, the same stuff I said at the beginning. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts and on YouTube. We are on social media at CSAGAMFF. And don't forget those flaps. Follow, like, and please subscribe. Again, if you could, please just remember to click that thumb. Helps us out a lot. We really appreciate it. And it shows us that you had fun. I'm Magnum Mills. He's Jamie G. And remember, we can help you bet it. We can help you bank it. But blowing it is up to you.
And remember, may the Schwartz be with you.